Daniel Zysblat, Best Real Estate Consultant. Daniel Zysblat has been in the real industry for over 25 years and his knowledge of properties is second to none. He has particular expertise in the purchase and sale of unique properties such as country estates, whether they be historic buildings with appurtenant land or hotels, nursing homes, or leisure facilities. Should you be looking to discreetly sell any such properties, there is no better person to go to. He will be there to guide you through every step of the process and is easily contactable at all times to discuss any aspect of the transaction. Daniel followed in his father's footsteps and was a well-known conveyancing solicitor in London, having transacted on thousands of transactions on all different types of properties ranging from residential homes to office spaces, shops, commercial and industrial units. He dealt with all aspects of the purchase and sale of properties, including the mortgage finance were required. He also dealt with the granting of both residential and commercial leases and lease extensions. In his early career he spent a considerable amount of time involved with landlord and tenant law and property litigation and would often attend both the county courts and the High Court in London to represent both plaintiffs and defendants. Whilst his expertise has always been property, from his university days he was always interested in criminal law and family law. He also wanted to give back to the community, and therefore at the age of 31 he applied and became one of the youngest magistrates in the country at the time on the Barnet bench, sitting in both Hendon and Willesden Magistrates' Court for on average a day a week. It was not long before he became a chairperson and also joined the family bench, sitting in Barnet County Court and the out-of-hours panel, which entailed the police turning up at his home in the middle of the night seeking the necessary authority for search warrants. Daniel sat as a magistrate for over 10 years and was highly respected for both his knowledge and fairness, not only by his fellow magistrates but also by all parties, whether they be the prosecution, defense, court staff, or parties that attended court. Daniel also was the founder and chief executive officer of an online property auction house. Nowadays, and in particular because of COVID, nearly all the property auction houses have needed to go online to survive, but Daniel was one of the first to set up an online property auction house and developed a unique digital platform enabling people to securely bid online for properties. The business transacted on hundreds of properties running into millions of pounds, and the platform was so revolutionary and ahead of its time that it was sold to one of the traditional property auction houses, who continue to use the technology for its own online platform. So where does Daniel see the real estate opportunities will arise in the short term, and how does he see his career progressing further? There is no doubt, with the costs of living set to rise and interest rates and therefore mortgage rates also set to rise, that this will have an effect on the real estate industry, in particular the residential market. Unfortunately, it is likely that repossessions will increase, and this will give property investors the opportunity to acquire assets below market value. The rapidly changing landscape of the high street will make the commercial real estate industry have another very difficult year ahead. Many businesses have not survived and have been unable to pay their rents, and this has clearly had a knock-on effect on landlords, who themselves have to find the money to pay their mortgages or sell, but the difficulty is to find any suitable properties. It will be important to reach out to overseas investors who are still happy to invest in the UK and in particular in the London area, and there are many Hong Kong citizens who are looking to move to the UK. There are also opportunities to be found in properties which have short leases and potential to extend, and the changes in the planning laws should create more opportunities in the real estate industry.